Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Pocket Captains Plays Pixel Starships. Let's just get rid of that. It's in my way. Well, I'm in the middle of doing a little experiment on the AI. Somebody wrote a comment, please more, what did he say? Babbling about AI? Something like that. Anyways, it made me laugh my butt off. It was funny. Rambling. That was it. Ramble on about AI. Well, actually, I had a couple of theories I wanted to test. One of which was going to be having an AI who was in the middle of a battle, who was being injured, the capability to skedaddle briefly, and unless things became dire. But for the moment, I got a bigger pet peeve I'm going to deal with. That is the problem I have when, I've got pretty good. I got a rush guy and a rush guy. Then I have this dude here, and his job is to take out the enemy teleporter by system hacking it. So it's basically all staticky electricity, and if I'm quick enough, nobody's going to beam over and hurt me. But sometimes I'm not quick enough, and they get into my teleporter first. Well, okay, that's annoying. They beat me to it. So usually they send in a squad of really good killers. I mean, really good poison gas, critical hit, and all my happy little lemmings. This one. I'm not sure if this one does. No, not that one. I got about 4 or 5 happy little. Of course, him. He goes. I think he goes. They go. Maybe not him. Let's see what he does. Yeah, he goes. They all go running over like a bunch of happy lemmings straight into the slaughter, and they all die here on my ship. And it's still the number one way I'm most likely to die. They basically, I've done no damage to his ship. I've tried to beam over, but he slaughtered my crew. So we're going to add a little something to the AI as an experiment to see if we can avoid the total slaughter of my crew. Now, him, not as important. He's basically standing in the teleporter all the time, but we're going to do it anyway. Simple commands I've got with these guys. None. Use special power. You're ready to hit your system hack as soon as you arrive. If the enemy teleporter's hit points are greater than 0, go get him. And then he's going to stay there and try to defend that room. He's actually a pretty good fighter. I'm not unhappy with my little ponytail alien profile of him. He's purple. 4 shields. He holds his own pretty good. I'm working on upgrading his ability, but not bad, not bad. I like him. So what we're going to do, though, is what do you do when your teleporter is down? Do I really want to stand or run into the slaughter like a Nimno? No, I don't. I want him to have a different job. So he's not suited for ship defense, of course. New command. But he's going to do it anyway. At least he can maybe help a little bit. So it's going to be your shield room. No. Your teleporter. Enemy. Oh, hi. Take that all day long. Sorry, I grabbed those. Try it again. Your teleporter. Not enemy teleporter. Your teleporter. Where is that thing? There it is. Your teleporter's hit points are less than 50%. It's pretty well toast. So, target your laser. Target your, not the enemies. Target your, where is it hiding? I thought it was in the middle. Target your cannon. Not a bad idea, having one guy on the cannon. Yeah, why not? Okay. That's your new overarching command. That's now priority 1. If your teleporter is down, go to your cannon room and help with the defense. Pew pew on the enemy ship. But if it's not, their enemy teleporter is greater than 0. Go get the teleporter. So the only danger is, of course, he's going to teleport back all the time. That's the thing I don't like about this command. If I'm over there and I'm holding their teleporter, and for some reason my teleporter's down, I'm not holding him. I'm going to pop back and go to my cannon room. But maybe that's okay. This is an experiment. I may not go with it. I'm learning. I'm trying stuff out. Here's another dude. Enemy security room. That was an experiment to see if they had a security door intact. Then enemy hangar room. Enemy hangar room greater than this, target the condition room. I'm not sure that's even doing anything. Then you go run around and target enemy rooms, which I see him do, and Mr. X is just good at, and it's funny. He's actually not that great at it. He always runs into security doors and stuff, but he's still funny. I still enjoy watching him run around, and sometimes he gets a good little run going where he goes back and forth. They fix it, and he goes to the next room, then he fixes it, and they go to the next room, they go back and forth. So just for the entertainment value alone, he gets to keep this command. So again, your teleporter, less than 50%. Action. Target your laser room. Okay, now that's going to be hopefully my new favorite. So basically, you can't beam over now, Spud. So what you're going to do is you're going to stay here and man the lasers. Now, is this going to work? I don't know. Now, I borrowed him from another fleet. Borrowed her from another fleet. Here's this guy. Same thing. New command. Pop forward your... Did I go forward too many? Nope, 3. Your teleport less than 50%. Action. Target your lasers. Okay. Okay. Up. Now I gotta move it up the list. He's jacked up and good to go. You and you. Yep, I got a bunch of you guys beaming over. From now on, you're going to be a lot more useful. We're going to just repeat this. Now, while I'm working on this, because it's a little boring, I'm going to show you about something else that, well, somebody mentioned it to me in one of my comments a while ago. And, you know, I was a little slow getting to it, but I've had a chance to take a look at it. And I think it's actually kind of a nice resource. So it would be wrong of me not to share it. And I'm talking about PixyShips. And PixyShips is actually kind of cool. It's a resource for people who play Pixel Starships. It's got some nice stuff on there. Well, you know what? I could tell you about it, but I'm just going to show you. So I'm going to keep working on this. And you guys, I'm going to cut away and I'm going to take you over to PixyShips for a minute and show you what I found there. I'll be right back. So here we are at www.pixyship.com, PixyShip.com. Singular. I keep trying to do plural. It's singular. And it's full of all sorts of information, some of which I haven't fully digested yet. But there, you know what? It's an interesting reference. So there's changes as of yesterday. This week is the 26th week. Hello, captains. The PSS server will be undergoing scheduled upgrades today ahead of new client updates over the weekend. Some downtime is expected. Tournament. Join the Starfleet and win amazing prizes in the PSS monthly tournament. Pre-season. The prize for the new tournament is decided. Drafting week is the best time to rearrange your fleets. During qualifying, you'll be placed in a division based on trophy. In finals week, score points by defeating opponents in the same division. There is also an individual division based only on trophies. This is quite nice. A little explanation about Pixel Starships. You must construct additional pylons. There's a nice StarCraft reference. Don't fire to see the whites of their eyes. There's a good American reference. Where can I get it? How do I get started? This is very good. And a little thing about go play Pixel Starships. Good for them. This is, now look, looking at this is the things that are being offered in the shop today. So how much it costs, what it does, mineral crew, Starbucks crew, rewards, cargo. There's a nice little summary, I think, of everything you can get if you do the dailies. I could be wrong. I don't know. Oh, no, this is what's being offered on those ships that fly by. That's the flybys. Steve and Kara. That's the people you can pick up if you want to get something from them. So, as I said, I'm figuring it out too. So there's a reference material. This one is pretty good. Find a ship. Oh, you can type in a ship in here. What happens if we type in easy hits? 786. Oh, that's my old ship. It was an easy hit. That was an experimental hit. That was an experimental ship. There's me. That's kind of like free scanning. That's free scanning right there. Look at that. You get the name of a ship that you're really interested in, and you can scan it for free. How about that? Copy the link. Edit in Builder. See, I don't know what's Edit in Builder. Oh, look at that. I can play with this ship here. Oh, no, this is interesting. Bridge, bedroom, reactor, laser, recycling. Okay. So I have to play with this a little bit. This is kind of fun. There's the hull. Type the rooms. Type to search the rooms. Character DPS, androids, hit points. Power generated, all the stats on my ship. I can copy this link. Oh, this is very cool. So, yes, there's something to look at. If there's somebody who's really been, well, no, I don't want to say bugging you. If there's somebody out there who's defeating you time and time again, and it's okay to admire their design. Let's look at the crews here. Grab their name, type it in there, and you can see what's going on inside their ship at your leisure. So here we have crews. And some of these crews are quite extraordinary, like legendary crews. Now, I've been doing some looking into things. I'll be honest, like the blueprints keep coming up. And people have asked, well, what do I do with these blueprints? You know, I didn't know either. So I was doing some research. And it was doing the research that I stumbled on PixyShip. And I think it was in here where I found out that the blueprints are used at a higher level. That they offer you the ability to change your hull out. So if you're getting these blueprints and they said you can sell them, I don't think you should. Hang on to them. I haven't got that far yet myself. But when I get up to those higher levels, I'm going to see if I can't make some use of them. And the reason why I'm bringing it up now is, I'm going to extend this list to 100, is there's a little special story about these higher level guys too, which I didn't know. Apparently, there's a research at the higher levels, and I think it's level 9, where you can get something called prestige. At least that's what I remember reading last night. And if you get it, you have the ability to combine certain characters and move them up the tree. Now there's UC. I got UC on one of my ships. But you can get to these higher level guys basically by combining and sacrificing lower level guys. It's kind of like you're mating your crewmen, but they don't survive the process. You can go right down the list. There's my office exec, Arctic pole boy. Now these are more like the kind of male nurse, Vivian professor. I've got Viziri captain. Actually, I like him. These are more like the kind of guys I have. Well, they're all listed here. They're listed by their equipment, which slots are available, their rarity, hit points, attack, repair. You can decide from here whether or not they're a good upgrade, because these appear to be roughly in order. Oh, Zin. I've got Zin. He's one of my favorites. And then it goes all the way down. And now, if I go back up to the top again, and I just get a little bit more curious, I want to look in on one of these guys a little more. Let's pick this guy. He looks good. Eva. There's Eva. Now you see you can combine. So this is who you have to combine. As far as I know, and I haven't tested this, you can combine these guys to get Eva. That's called a prestige recipe. I didn't even know this was in the game until I started poking around in here. Very, very cool. I'm actually kind of looking forward to level 9 to see if I can give this a go. Because I have some not bad characters. Now, I happened to notice that none of my characters are anywhere on this list. So I think I have to build up to it. And of course, there's a sacrifice. Some of you are more Oh, wait a minute. I've got Admiral Serena, but I don't have Robo-Rob. So some of your lesser characters are going to have to probably be chewed through till you get up. So I think my takeaway from this is, if you have some lower level guys, and I've been, getting rid of them to make room to make my costs cheaper, but maybe I should have been keeping them so that I could do some of this, use them to upgrade and repair and enhance. Items. Take a look over here. Gold, ore, there's a list of items in here. Now I can search. See if I found, I'm trying to remember if I found this in here. There's the blueprints. Ship blueprints for the Star Horizon. Rare ship blueprints distributed by Savvy Soda Corporation. You know it's a blueprint from the nice blue paper used. So there we have a blueprint. Oh, and we have, I think this is price tracking, what it's been selling for over time, which is also nice stats. So if you have an item and you want to know, well, what should I sell it for? You can say, well, here's the minerals, here's the gas. This is kind of like a mobile market. How can you resist a mobile market? Whoops, didn't mean to do that. So if you've got an item, let's say you've got immunity. There's my immunity. I get these all the time, and I keep thinking, I wonder if anybody wants these. There's the market values. Let's click on it, because that doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. And look at the graph. I love the graph. It shows the ups and downs. Actually, it seems to be peaking a little bit right about now. So there's a highs and lows, and I guess that's the mean line in there. 50%. Yeah. Dollars 50 plus 70, 75, 25 split. 25 low, 75 high. And then there's the volumes, the dark lines. That's the 50% mark. And that's what you'd get for gas, what you get for ore, and then the Starbucks. So it's about 7 ore, 10,000 gas, or 81 Starbucks. And I think that's the low, and then there's the high, and that's the median. So wait a minute, if that's the low, median, high, where's the 81 come in? I'm reading this wrong probably. 300, 320 to 1,000. 7. Why 7? I don't know. I'm going to have to look at this a little further. Those numbers must mean something, and they don't mean enough to me. But I'm going to get to know this better. When I figure out what those numbers mean, I promise I will spend more time here looking at this. Rooms. Now, there has been some rooms that have been driving me crazy. I looked at it and went, why? What does that room do? I've been looking at it. Let's see if I can find it. As if the fan room. Nope, not that. Oh, turbo fan lift. But no, I guess it was the oven. It looks like a fan. Yeah, the oven. Great place for a roast turkey to rest. The oven is, in fact, a bedroom. It's a bedroom. It allows one person to sleep there. That's what an oven's for. I always wondered why there was an oven on board. And now I know. All the rooms can be sought out in this section. Now, unfortunately, it does kind of, it does kind of give you a hint of what the rooms will look like, so it kind of spoils the surprise. I was kind of enjoying the, ooh, look at that. It's my upgraded room. Christmas tree. What is that giving me? Capacity 1. It's a bedroom. Okay, so that's what the Christmas tree is for. So some of these aren't the big mystery that they used to be. Oh, workshops. What does a workshop do? A workshop is a storage room. So it's more storage for your ship. Not as space consuming. Now, here's the ships. Ship profiles, layouts, designed. This is a lot of fun. You can look at these, plan. I think there's a good idea of what the spacing would be like. And we'll drop down 100 per page. This is just, there's the turkey. Ugh. Knights in the guts. That's probably one of those blueprints. So, huge pirate vessel. There's that. Looks like, this reminds me a lot like the Brainiac head, just staring at me. And star bases. I know those. So, these are actually, The Christmas tree is a permanent Death Santa sleigh. So there you have it. There's a good view of what the ships are, what they look like. You can go down the list. And then changes. These are the things that they're working at. The Flying Husky. The Meredith Station. I have no idea what that's even referring to. And I click on it, but it doesn't want to tell me. PSS Millennium. Okay, Pixel Starship Millennium Mothership. So there's a Horizon Mothership. Draco Corpse. Happy Halloween, folks. Horn Skulmet. Yeah, that's the ones. Raider Skulmet. So I'm getting some of these things myself right now. They're just fun. New. The blueprint. Fair price. Manufactured cost. Market price. So there you are. There's not a bad breakdown. Fair price and market price. Well, it's only, I guess, fairly worth what people are willing to pay for it. There's the penetrator missile. So anyway, PixyShip. An excellent, well done, well designed reference for people who really enjoy this game. And if they want to get more value out of the game, I recommend you go to PixyShip. I was told to go there. I should have listened, should have gone there sooner. And look at all the fun stuff I was missing. I might actually just pop in there every day for a couple of minutes while I'm at work and look around, see what's going on. So anyway, that's what's going on with this. Let's pop back now and see what my AI changes have done to my ship's combat ability. There is some very cool stuff there, and I'm going to spend more time there. I'm going to try to remember to put the name of the website in the show notes, but in the meantime, I finished upgrading the AI. This is my AI experiment just for my raiders, the one who go over to the other ships, to make them turn about and come back to my ship and stay here and boost the weapons room. Now I've got lasers here and lasers here. What I'm hoping is if they're full, 3x3, 3x3, that they will in fact go to one of the other backup rooms and help out. The one thing they're not very good at, and I have to add that or consider adding it, is the ability to repair the ship. And I may have to put in some pretty severe commands, because what will happen is they will actually abandon the ship to combat whatever duties I have them doing on the other ship. They will abandon those to come back to fix this ship. So I really hesitate to do that. I've tried it before and it's made them leave at the worst times, snatching victory from the jaws of defeat, or defeat from the jaws of victory. Actually, I almost had it and defeat gets away. So let's go in. Oh, here we go. Again, investigate the gas. Don't hit the other two. The rewards in gas, by the way, have been very good. And this is what I wanted to hit. I wanted to actually hit a PvP moment. But it's always good to start testing your stuff with, well, that was nothing. I like testing with a ship but you never know when you're going to get a ship anymore. So maybe I'll just skip that step and go straight to PvP. In we go. Doobie. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get somebody who does that teleporter attack on me. Level 8. Will you? There's no real value here for me. Let's attack him anyway. He's higher than me. He's level 8. I'm only level 7. So he's got his androids working. Okay, I popped in and disabled his teleporter. And I popped in a poison gas guy. Not taking out his hangar. So far, my people are behaving exactly. Oh, am I beaming yet to the reactor? Okay, they popped out for a second. They look like they're popping in and out for some bizarro reason. Okay, she's holding on to the reactor. Don't step on the landmine. Why isn't the landmines exploding when I'm in there? I mean, I don't want them to. I think they just did. I think she detonated it just now by walking in. Or did she? I can't really tell. Oh, you went right into the security door, you bozo. I still have to find a way to measure whether that security door is there so I don't do... Oh, she didn't run into it. Oh, why'd you run into the shoot room while I was hitting it? See, I don't see those mines blowing up. So are the mines helping? I'm not sure. I'm down to one guy. Wow. For the most part, though, their behavior is acceptable. I don't know if they took out my teleporter or not, but their behavior wasn't bad. Oh, wait a minute. Before you go, seeing if you can level somebody up, get your missiles up. Never level up your people until you're sure your missiles are ready for combat. There we go. I still have some leveling up to do on the javelins, I found out. But right now I'm working on the cost to level up your people upgrade. I realized I haven't done that one. And that's expensive. Where is it? I should have been doing that one like one of the first. 3 days, 15 hours. In the meantime, I guess I'm just going to save up that gas because I don't want to spend it leveling up people if I can get 25% off the cost. That's just too perfect. I can't believe I've spent all the gas leveling these guys up as much as I have for maximum dollar value. Unbelievable. So anyway, not to put too fine a point on it, I've made a small change to the AI. Hopefully they'll be a little smarter about how they do things, but if there's a problem with it, I'll be sure to be blogging it and I'll take it off the ship eventually. I still want to do something for self-preservation, and I still think I want to do something where, you know, almost said something naughty. An old poop situation has occurred, and I want my people to go, okay, run back to the ship, regardless of what you're doing. It's a Hail Mary, try to save the ship. Yes, the strategies have all gone to pot, and it probably won't even work, but one last ditch attempt to try to upgrade my stuff here. One last ditch attempt to try to save the ship. Run back, run back. Now here's something. I don't think I need these anymore. I put them on because I was almost out of minerals. Boy, with all those on, I sure do get those minerals back fast. So I'm back to training up some of my guys again. And I think he's actually going to the gym. So I'm going to get rid of this one. That was my gym. Remove. Jim's going back in. It was just a temporary thing. While I quickly use some time to restore my minerals. Train. And you are going to be possibly popping up another point. I'm all for that. You'll notice, by the way, I've got my 2 cargo holds. Has anybody else noticed that you can't get 2 cargo holds anymore? Or 2 gas holds? If I go to the store and I went to resources, there were 2. Now I've got 2 over 1 and 1 over 1, which is implying I've got more than I should. They're letting me keep it, but they're not supplying or offering it anymore. So I'm basically want to fill them both up. Not because I have any great need for it, but the next ship upgrade will cost me 500,000 gas. I'm not even sure what the maximum capacity of one of these is. 300,000. So to my way of thinking, I would need both to get to the next level of ship. So I don't know why it says 2 over 1. How would I get to the next level if I didn't have 2 mineral bays? Oh, but wait a minute. Neither of these is... This one's not fully leveled up yet. That's right. Perhaps if I level it up to full, at maximum capacity, it will probably go to 500,000. That seems to be the way they're doing it now. So I've got an extra one. But what I would like to do is... It's not cheating exactly, but... Okay, so I pumped this up, and yes, I know it'll take a few days before the ship actually levels up, but I actually kind of want to go into that next level with a hold full of minerals, and I can go, I want to upgrade this, 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 and I don't want to wait to build up the minerals again. So that's why I'm kind of doing it. It's not a serious plan. It's not something I'm working all that hard on. It's just a plan to get ready, because, you know, that I'm kind of dropping a hint here. I'm kind of getting interested to go up a level sooner rather than later. Wow, he's actually in pretty good shape. I don't think I want to waste any more on him for the time being. Her, on the other hand, she has room for improvement. Absolutely has room for improvement. Oh yeah, give me that extra firepower. So she's going to work on her firepower. So, that's going to be about it. I'm going to work on trying to get this ship leveled up as quickly as possible. Oh, little quirk. I keep trying to log off, but then I keep remembering a couple little quirks. I go to the star base. I don't know if anybody's noticed this. And I know somebody left a comment said you should be clicking on those Starbucks. Well, here's what happens when I do it on the Mac. Nothing. Nothing. I can't click on it. I could do it on the iPad, but not on here. But you know what's weird? I visit the Starbase, which I can do. I'm kind of a mucky muck on the Starbase. Don't want to brag, but I'm cool. So I click on these to take the stuff off, and I go, oh, okay, let's upgrade this. And it says I'm out of sync with the server because the money doesn't match what says it's here. So it says here I've got enough money. I check on it, says I have enough money. I go to upgrade something, it says I don't have the money. I'm out of sync with the server every time, over and over and over again. It's driving me a little bit crazy. But when I'm on this machine, the Mac, I am allowed to take the money off the dock. I am allowed to update the rooms. Now, someone said the iOS version was twitchy. The funny thing is, I recall the iOS version was actually the good one. It was the Android version that was always a little twitchy. In fact, it said beta, and I played them both at the time, and I was a little surprised how far behind the Android was. But I know it was catching up, and they were working hard on it, and I actually peeked in it again about a month or so ago, and I really couldn't tell the difference between the iOS and the Android, even though it still said beta. So maybe the maybe the Android's got it all. 3 mines donated. Actually, those could have been turned to C4. So, weird things still. I'm not seeing a ship blow up. Oh, and I commented in the last show about how the paint doesn't seem to be working. Well, they've mentioned it too. They said, sorry, the paint's still not working. So it wasn't just us. They've noticed that as well. So, there was one other point now, but it slipped my mind. I'm sure it'll remember as soon as I log off. But I'm not going to keep you anymore. It's been actually a very interesting show for me. I have enjoyed that research I was doing into the blueprints. So I'm glad somebody on in our fleet asked the question. It forced me to go look into things. And serendipity, I've discovered other amazing things to look at. So that was fun for me. I hope you've had fun too. In fact, I hope you have a little bit of fun every day. Thank you very much for listening, everybody, and good night. Get more tips at pocketcaptains.com.